I finished Jurassic Park last night, and oh, this was so good. This was so good. Compared to the movie, they're both very good in their own entities, and it's the only thing I didn't really like about it was the ending, and it wasn't like anything like stupid or anything. It's just I felt the ending was rushed a little bit, and also draggy at the same time, which doesn't make sense to have both those in the same sentence. But it felt like he was trying to figure out how to do the ending and it wasn't coming out right in his head. Had that feeling before. And it just kind of felt disjointed a little bit, especially like right at the end. Kind of leaves you with a cliffhanger. Kind of like I don't know if this was ever supposed to be like a standalone book before Lost World came out, or if this was going to be a complete like a full series. But like the end line is none of us are going anywhere, Dr. Grant. And Dr. Grant, Ellie, and a few of the other adults who survive at the end of this book are all stuck in San Jose. And there's a stretching cat who is just on my lap and is going to return to my lap. I'm keeping all this in. Ooh, UK Lex, you just like fell. The kids get to go home to their mother, but the adults don't. They're gonna have a very long investigation of what went on at Jurassic Park, with Harold. There will be a warning that says spoilers. I am so happy that Harold died in this. Oh my god, he deserved it. He deserved it in the book. I know some people don't like that Spielberg humanized him in the movies, but honestly, I feel like that might have been more of a after suggestion, or maybe Michael decided to rewrite Harold to make him more likable for the movie, because Michael did write the script for the movie as well. There were certain parts about this book that I didn't like too much, and it was just writing points. Like, we see Ellie, like, in the movie being a complete badass. In the book, she's very two-dimensional to me, and we don't really see too much, like, badass Ellie until, like, the last, like, 100 pages, and it's when the raptors are attacking. But I honestly really enjoyed this book, and I really do recommend reading it if you've never read it before, and if you have seen the movie. Go into this knowing that only about 6 pinnacle points in this book are shown in the movie. That's actually a quote from like Steven Spielberg, that he took 6 pinnacle points from the novel to put into the movie. And one other thing before I sign off, I really love when he did like these things appear, and like the charts and all that. That was really fun for me to read and like to look over. It's probably why it took me so long to actually like finish the book, although it only took me like 4 days. But yeah, if you've been looking into reading Jurassic Park and you were just like hemming and hawing over it, I'd recommend it because it is fantastic. It is really fantastic. Just, I'm not gonna say turn your brain off, but just pretty much forget everything that you know from the movie when you're going into this book, because certain things that happen in this book, like Tim saves himself from the car. Grant doesn't do any of that. Tim turns the power back on. Malcolm, we don't know if Malcolm is alive at the end of this, even though we know with the Lost World that he is alive. But in this book, we don't know if Malcolm is alive. Malcolm is probably like one of the best characters in the novel, along with Tim, in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of a lot of the other characters in the book, as I am into the movie. And there are some plot points in this and character development pieces in this that may make you scratch your head, because they made me scratch my head because of the creative liberties that Spielberg took when creating this book. But I do recommend reading it.